Hello, true art believers, and welcome to tonight's live art stream. This is Pierson here. I am the #1 live art streamer in the world, slash the most prolific. Anyways, I hope you're having a wonderful night tonight. We're going to be doing some quick gesture drawings today. We're going to keep it classy, we're going to keep it fast, and we're just going to do it in a blast. Alrighty then, let's start today's gesture drawings. Boom. Okie dokie. Excuse me, man. Excuse me. While I get set up here, now let's begin. 30-second drawings. Really just kind of, there we go. Kind of moving around here. Just kind of move around. We get timer. There we go. Am I on time lapse? Oops. Sorry. Wrong. I didn't have my time lapse on. And time lapse begin. We're not going to get anything done on this one. So we're just going to kind of do we're going to kind of do something really quick. Oh. And here we go. Another one. Just kind of do. And here we go. Just kind of do quick little gesturals. Actually, I'm not saying I'm feeling good today, but I'm feeling kind of good. Actually, no, I'm not. We'll see. Like I'm gonna start like drawing, and then all of a sudden, I'm gonna notice like everything I'm doing is off. So I'm just trying to be like almost kind of continuous with these, and not really worry about whether these are good or not. And that's it for that. This guy's doing a ballerina pose. We got to do. So we're gonna be doing. I forgot to iterate this. I'm gonna be doing 10 like 30-second gesture drawings, and then I'm going to move to from gestures. I'm going to move to 2-minute drawings, and then that's going to be it. I'm going to do 10 2-minute drawings and 10 30-second gesture drawings. So if you're like, why am I not getting the drawing done in that time frame? That's because I'm doing these really quick drawings, and I guess I could do like stick figure versions of it, where like people do like something like this, and they kind of just like do. What was it like how to draw the Marvel way, where you do like stick figures like this, and you do a little bitty blip thing here, a little bitty blip thing here. I think that's how they do it. I don't know, right? But I guess I could do something like that. Maybe I should do more of that. I don't know. For my 30-second ones, no, I don't know. That seems like weird to do that. I don't feel like I'm really growing if I do that, because it doesn't really train me to see the form and to kind of draw that form as quickly as I can. And we're just going to kind of put this guy's torso here. He's doing a little bit of this. I don't think I'm going to get his, I'm not going to get his arms. I know that. And, oh man, he's all blocky. And that's fine. That's fine to have blocky drawings from time to time. And done. 30 seconds. This he's like, I want some water. He's basically in a squatting position with his hands extended outwards and so forth. And I spent way too long on the head. That should not have happened. That should not have happened at all. Oops. Oh my God. I'm doing it all wrong. Sorry. I kind of started this drawing in a most peculiar way. So I need to start doing the head. You moved it to torso, and then you maybe get some of the leg gesture of the leg here, maybe, and then you kind of move into the arm type thing. So he's kind of like, who knows what he's doing? He looks like he's crying almost. Boo hoo, boo hoo. It's just a joke. This one's doing like a flash. He's looking like he's going to be moving really fast. He's getting ready to. I haven't seen the new Justice League. I heard it is pretty sweet, and I need to get with it with the times, And yeah, I probably should get with it with the times. Wow, this is going way too fast for my liking. So we're gonna move. We're almost done with my 30-second gesture drawings. So after this, we're gonna move from here to we're gonna basically move from here to doing 2-minute drawings. You know, this 2-minute drawings, 10 of them, really quickly. You know, and we're gonna call it a day after that, and that's fine. Oh, I hate these type of figure. Another like kneeling back pose. So this is his head. Like it's all like the whole darn thing is his head, and you get his clavicles right here, and yeah, his like clavicles and his shoulders kind of doing a thing. His hands are right here. Actually, his hands. I'm undervaluing how large his head is in this, and that's it. That was excuse me. That was 30 seconds, 10 of them. Now we're going to set up and we're going to move to 2-minute gestures. So we're just going to go really quick through 2-minute gesture drawings, 10 of them real quick, just blast through them and see what happens, you know. And I got the worst. I hate these. Like I cannot. This is like the second um like time I've gotten this image in a row, or the same person doing the same thing. So this guy's like, it's it's a what is he doing? He's like laying down on rocks, and there's perspective here, and you got his hand here doing his hand thing. Excuse me. But yeah, he's in perspective, and he's got this. I don't know. Like I don't know how to pursue this in 2 minutes because it's you got too much stuff occur not too much stuff occurring, but definitely like I feel like this type of like perspective, you don't really get much for me to draw because most of it is like everything's in this weird awkward angle. Like right here, his ankle's doing some weird thing. And then there, yeah, he's like laying down. This is his shoulder. This is his arm. And he's got his arm muscle here. And I just don't have enough time to kind of, well, I do have enough time, but it's just like it's awkward drawing to kind of work on because there's really not much for me to kind of fiddle around with. I would have to, in order for me to get this like decent, I need more time. Yeah. Got a little bit of the coffee coughs. Maybe have some cough syrup. Oh, this one's creepy. All right, so this guy's got his head here. We're just gonna draw a blocky like head here to the neck, and then the torso here, and then the hips, and then the leg. The leg kind of sweeps out. This is his awkward pose, and it's in like this distracting perspective, like he's laying down. He's wearing his underwear. This is his underwear, I guess. And then his other leg kind of sweeps in right here. It goes behind him, sweeps in right here, and it does a sweeping type motion right here. And then you're getting his top of his heel like that. But I'm not going to draw the feet, right? And his arms. So like there's like a extreme perspective happening here, and it's just like hard to render in the time frame that I have, like 2 minutes. It's not enough time for me to really go into detail. And then his torso is kind of twisting here. It's like really, it really is twisting. I'm not like joking. He is twisting in like a weird, like how much time I have? Oh, okay, let's get this other guy's arm kind of tilted up here, and then his other arm kind of pops up like this, I guess. And then his hair and this. Yeah, I don't think I have enough time to really do much else. Yeah, so that was a weird pose and not enough time for me to. Neat. I loathe these poses. I loathe. They do these. They do this all the time for every guy. Like all the male figures, they do like, let's get the male figure in a ball, and like put them in a ball, and you're like, uh, can't you guys give these models something more unique to deal with? Nope, let's put them in a ball, and then let's do like a top down view or a profile view, a side view. Let's do one of those. Let's put them in a ball and then see what happens. And I'm sure all the artists love drawing male figures in balls. And then like they're trying to do a cannonball. I guess because they like going to the pool, and they like all dudes when they go to pools, especially when they're kids, they love doing cannonball. Like they love doing cannonballs. Why not when they're older? They're gonna especially love drawing humans if they ever become artists in like this ball shape. They're gonna love it. It's gonna love it. It's gonna be just an awkward pose for them to do, and it's just gonna be just dumb. For real. And he got his knees here. And then we got his other leg right here, I guess. Are those his knees? I can't tell. Am I drawing his shoulders? I know his feet kind of do something like this. Yeah, but yeah, this is not. I hate these drawings or these images of the guys like where they're in a ball. Now this one's good. This one's a good one because there's like he's contrapposto. He's doing some angles. So this one I got like some angles going on here. Doing angle here, and then you got this other leg right here and his other arm, and then do. Now these I like a little bit more because obviously there is he's more dynamic. He's leaning on something. He's putting his weight. He's also more fit, dude. This guy's pretty yoked, dude. He's been eating. He's been taking a couple cycles of the roids, I guess, or just doing a lot of CrossFit. He's got a baseball bat, and we're gonna shrink it down and move it. There we go. Just B. And then all right. He's been eating his eggs and taking the yolks out, taking those yolks out because he doesn't want the extra fat. And we got to get his other arm in here. And then let's see if I can get his legs in there. I don't know if I'm going to. They're kind of weird in like perspective. There's kind of like some distortion there. This one's pretty good. Now this one's got some interesting angles. Like he's definitely he's more angular and he's not as fit as the other person but he's got some interesting angles here. So I'm going to move this line here, and his leg, his back muscle kind of does this. And then his legs kind of sweep in like this. I tell you what, it's always kind of challenging. And what's making this look really awkward is he's tilting his torso down. Oopsie daisy, I did that again. Like he's tilting his torso down, and which is giving this weird awkward pose because his torso's kind of wrapped this way, and then that's making him look fatter than he really is, or less like it's pushing some fat in an awkward position. And I really need to kind of like at least get these arms in here. It almost looks like he's doing a king tuts, tutting. What is it, like a dance? That's what it's called, like a dance move, like when they're like tutting. I don't know. Is that what they're called? They call it when they're like doing their. I don't know. Now this is another pose. I just don't like these poses, like these awkward. Well, first off, it's super dark. I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know what's going on with this painting, with this figure. Okay, he's basically making an arch, and can't really see where everything is at. I'm just can kind of see. I basically see that there's the I can just see like the top of his body and his back essentially, but I can't really tell where his stomach and his torso kind of. This is a weird pose to draw, for real. It's just a weird pose, and that's why you do these things. You do these exercises to kind of put you in awkward positions. So he's kind of like on his toes, and we're just kind of like do these like almost exaggerated toes. So he's like stretching his hamstrings almost, and then his arms are kind of bent down like this, and I can't really tell. I don't know. I really can't tell what's happening here. We're just going to say I think they're kind of bent like this, and then they're kind of doing something here. Yeah. And there's other arms behind. I can't tell if I think his head's kind of tucked in here. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay, that's all I have for that. And another boring back pose of just like a static back pose. There's really nothing going on here. Just another boring back pose. Just straight up and down. And the thing about these, what makes them kind of difficult is since he doesn't have any like unique like posing, right? You kind of have to just like exaggerate the very little bit of like form that is there, so his shoulder down here is lower than this shoulder, so this one's kind of higher up, so you kind of have to put that on there to kind of just show it. And I'm kind of expressing those bone forms a little bit more than they really are. I think this is supposed to be like a walking pose, maybe a boring walking pose. It's really hard to tell. And then so this one's kind of going up, and this area is kind of going down, and then It's not even like a walking pose. It's more like just, I don't know. He's just leaning. He's giving the impression that he's walking, but he's not. And I don't know. I would have to really spend some time on this one. I say this a lot. I would have to fiddle around with it to make it really feel natural, especially when you have these like drawings that are like this, or these figures that are like this, where there's not a lot of like dynamic posing, and you're just like kind of stuck with this figure that doesn't have a lot going for it visually. And so because come on, there we go. Now this one's pretty good. You want when you're doing these figurative works, you want something to you want them to, there to be some dynamic angles because it allows you to kind of exaggerate the figure a little bit, and that's what makes it feel, in my opinion, like more real. If you're not able to um, like create some sort of like tension with the figure, it's because the figure, the source that you're using is it's boring, you know, which is nothing wrong with me having a boring static figure. It's just it doesn't work really well, in my opinion, for like 30-second, 2-minute drawings because your goal is to get some of that some of those angles. And if you don't have enough of a dynamic pose to get those angles, it becomes very difficult. So I have some time here with this pose here. And we're just going to kind of get this guy's leg in here. Like that. And, something like that. I didn't really give, he's actually a little bit thicker here and I'm not giving much credit for that little belly here. Beep. So that was okay. When you have a dynamic pose like that, though, it can be challenging because you're in a short amount of time, you're trying to express action, and the more angles you have, right, the more basically the more like things you have to kind of incorporate. So as you can see, I think near the end is when I start hitting my stride a little bit. And that's when I start to see a little bit more or get a little bit better. This dude's got like a Kentucky waterfall here, man. Kentucky waterfall, like mullet, dude. He's rocking out. I think that's what they call it, Kentucky waterfall. It's a very dynamic pose. He's like jumping. And then he's like, his whole, like, I can't tell what's his front leg, but there's some foreshortening there that I just can't seem to get. And then there's his other leg. I don't know if it's crossing or behind this leg. So I'm just going to have to, we're just going to have to kind of wing it. And then let's get his other arm in here. You don't see it, but it's foreshortened. So that's what it kind of looks like a little bit. He's got his other hand kind of doing a high five. Hey, dude, high five. And that's what he's doing. And of course, there's more to it, but that's not bad. And this one's okay. This one's an okay draw. Like this other one, this leaning, like this side profile figure that I have here, where the figure is. I know how I've been talking. You know how I know how I have been talking where the figure isn't like, especially all the male figures, they're all making ball shapes, and they're all crouching in balls, making ball shapes. This one's a little bit better, although I'd still think I'd need a little bit more time to really work on it. It's a it's kind of technical. There's a lot of things occurring. He's got his hands on his head, and he's kneeling, and he's yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get it done. It's not gonna happen. But this is the last one, so I'm not too worried about it. If I don't get it done, I'm not gonna worry about it. But part of me is I started too large. I gave it too large of a. Yeah, I made it too big. That's the long and short of it. I just made the figure too big, and I don't have time to really. Oh, this is a rough one, guys. I don't have time to really uh, work on it the way that I'd like to. Also, something about like when you are doing like figure works or drawings where the figures are leaning or their knees are smashing like this, it just feels weird how they compress, in my opinion. Now, where's his arms? Yeah, I would need to really spend some time on this. I just didn't set it up because I didn't have experience with it. Like I think I got some of the things right. I think the feet are look okay for like I don't know. Anyways, his head's supposed to be right here, and his hands are supposed to be right here and here, but I didn't get it. Anyways, that is it for the day. This is P21, and it is day 330. I actually like I actually which one is best? That one's pretty good. Let's sign this one. This one I'd rather sign this one. Or which one do I want to sign? All right, let's sign this one. This is a P21 day 330. And so tomorrow will be Cactus Sunday. I'm going to do my world famous cactus drawings and cactus bunny actually, and we're going to draw one cactus bunny, and then next Monday will be back to Pokemon. So I'm going to do Pokemon. I'm going to be doing Bulbasaur. Wednesday's going to be Gengar, and then next Friday will be continuation of Piplup. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's live art stream. This is Pierson here. Each day is a little bit better. You always seek to improve just a little bit. Doesn't have to be like leaps and bounds, but you always want to try to improve or at least stay sharp in your drawing, in your drawing methodology and so forth. But I hope you have a wonderful day. And this is Pierson. I am the #1 live art streamer in the world. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button on your way out. Cheers.